It's part 5 of Bear's story, and her health mystery continues as she started to vomit. Her foster carer got in touch and said they thought she had a blockage, which would be really serious. So of course we took her straight back to Edgewood. She saw her favourite vet Gareth again, who checked her over and assured us that there was nothing that he could see wrong with her. She was offered some anti-sickness medicine, but we decided for now to just try and find out why she was being sick rather than to force it to stop. We also spoke about her right ear because she seemed to be flicking it like there was something uncomfortable in there, but he checked it and reassured us there was nothing to worry about. So we took her back to foster care and had a team discussion about what to do next. Her behaviourist Jessica really wanted to see some blood results to make sure she didn't have pancreatitis, because her symptoms were indicative that she might have. She sat beautifully for Nurse Lauren, who skillfully shaved her arm and got some blood quickly and hassle-free. Her ear was checked again that afternoon and nothing was found. So we had a team discussion and wondered whether it might be her neck or something else that was causing that pain down that side. The bloods were processed really quickly, and Gareth was able to tell us that the results were remarkably good, especially for a senior dog. We were so relieved, but also still a bit baffled, because she definitely didn't seem quite right. Over the coming days, her symptoms weren't so bad and she was able to go and enjoy herself for a bit. The video you're watching now is her first time exploring the enclosed woodlands in Rettendon, the Bark Park Woodlands Adventure, which was fine to do because nothing making her feel ill was contagious. She was much happier sitting in the front of the car with her seatbelt on than she was in the kennel in the boot, so she started riding up front. It wasn't an easy task to get her medication down her every day because it had to be taken with food, and her appetite still wasn't good, but she did seem to be enjoying her little day trip. Meanwhile, separate work was being done to help the little dog next door we were telling you about, who had some anxiety.
And it helps to regulate their stress levels and their hormones in their body. So they massively rely on scent and smelling for lots of things, to give them information and all sorts, but also it lowers their stress levels.
Both Bear and the dog in the garden next door had their own individual wellbeing plan, and we intertwined the two to make sure that their garden use didn't cause each other any stress. But still, Bear wasn't eating properly. We were still receiving information from the lodger that used to live in Bear's old house, and they had told us that for as long as they'd known her, her appetite had not been good, and that was quite some time. We started a fundraiser for Bear's surgery when the quote came in. It was around £1,850 for her spaying, lump removal and to have the lumps tested. One of the vets involved in Bear's care explained to us that the mammary lumps she's got have got a higher chance of turning to cancer if she's not spayed, so this is something we're going to be looking to do in the near future when she's ready. At this stage, we thought things were really on the up for Bear. She seemed to be doing much better in herself, settling really well into foster care and really starting to enjoy life. We went on some lovely little adventures together. One of her favourite days was a trip to Retreat Farm to see a friend of the charity who very kindly invited her for a spot of lunch on a sunny afternoon. We were surprised her tail wasn't sore the next day from all the wagging it was doing. Her new friend Grace made her some fish, but she wasn't too sure about it. Undeterred and unoffended, Grace boiled her an egg to see how she'd feel about that. Even though she's clearly not underweight at this point in the day, she'd still not managed to have her medication, so we were very relieved when she decided to try a boiled egg and have her tablet. All the excitement knackered her out, so she ended that day with a big nap and showed us how loudly she can snore. Then some big news came for Bear. An exciting opportunity to go and meet some people who wanted to offer her a permanent home. Adopter matching is a very crucial part of this process, so we do it quite gradually. Once they passed their home check, it was time for Bear to go over for an initial visit just to see what they make of each other. She decided she liked them within minutes of entering their house and climbed up on the sofa to give everyone a kiss. It was a good opportunity to talk more about what we'd observed with her eating habits and her health so far. We were talking about her digestion and stuff today because there's obviously something going on with her tummy, with her not feeling comfortable to eat, whilst that might be a routine thing. Her diet's not been amazing, so her gut microbiome's not going to be the most stable. When she goes to see that ear thing she did again just now, they'll give her some omeprazole to help line her stomach because of the Loxicon. By the third visit, Bear was really making herself at home. So much so, she decided to pinch the bed of one of the resident cats. Part of this matching process obviously included a cat test. She had an experienced handler on the day and was joined on video call by behaviourist Tommy Harley, who runs from kennels to homes over in the US.
A lot of it's just excitement and curiosity.
In part 6, we're going to talk about the day she was due to go home but fell terribly ill and ended up in the emergency vets, where she would stay for days on end on a drip. The bill for her treatment has reached nearly £4,000 already. If you're in a position to be able to send a small donation, Bear would love to hear from you.